Ready to start the day, baby girl? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Rise and shine, it's hump day. And we got a lot of stuff to do. Living in a Jeep is kind of ridiculous, but it's also pretty cool and original. That's why I do it. Is it comfortable? I think so. I slept in beds for the last 3 weeks. Slept on my cot with this ginormous sleeping bag last night. No difference. I think I actually slept better. I think most people could get used to pretty much any living situation. You kind of have to. And if you're enjoying what you're doing, living in that living situation, then it's not too hard to adapt and get used to it. I do feel like I have too much stuff though. I really need to organize today. Especially since you guys sent me so much amazing stuff for Christmas. I need to find room for it. We gotta go outside? Yeah, I bet you gotta go to the bathroom. Let's get out of here. The moment of truth. It's been about 3 weeks since she's been ran. Let's see how she does. Come on, Jade, I got faith in you. Nothing. Squeal's still there, but nothing. Man, I left Jade a mess though. Holy cow. First day back on the road, first day back in Jade, and I've spent almost the entire day sitting right here working. Annie's chilling back here in the absolute mess, which is the inside of Jade. I have 3 items that need to be picked up from the UPS store here in Vegas. 2 of them were presents that you guys had sent me for Christmas that were just too big to fit in my luggage, so I ended up shipping them out here. And then 1 item freaking blows my mind. I can't wait to show you guys, but it's probably gonna be in tomorrow's vlog. Picking up those 3 items and then maybe testing one of those items out was the main objective for the day, but it's just not gonna happen. There's only probably an hour left of daylight. I don't wanna beat around the bush, just wanted to let you guys know. That's pretty much all today is going to entail. So instead, I wanted to kind of give you guys an idea of my future plans going forth for this road trip. I'm going to start off with a little story. Just a little short story. Last night I had an Uber driver. Pretty cool guy. He'd been living in Las Vegas for 20 years. I asked him if he ever planned on moving. And he said, yes, I actually would like to move. But Vegas won't let me leave. And I thought, he's gambling. I didn't know exactly what he meant by this, but we were just making small talk. Well, later on in the conversation, he says that his mother is sick. And if she doesn't get better, he's probably going to stay in this area, you know, until she passes. He wants to be here for her. On the other hand, if she gets better, then he would like to move to a different city. With that short drive by a stranger, I got a new perspective on what I'm able to do right now. I'm able to travel and do pretty much whatever I want because I have nothing holding me back in Wisconsin. Most of my family is really healthy. I don't have babies waiting for me. The whole reason I tell you this is because it's not actually about the story. And it's not about living and traveling or anything. What it's about is learning something from someone because of the experiences that they have or are currently going through. All this being said, tying in this together, for 2017, my goals with this road trip is to really push reaching out to people who filled out the 50-state questionnaire so that we can make new experiences. You guys can share your experiences. I know I've talked about this in the past, but having this break from the vlog, from the road trip, it's let me kind of evaluate what's happened so far on the trip, what I would like to change, you know, what I've done wrong, mistakes I've made, etc., etc. You might have noticed in the vlog right up before I left for Wisconsin that I was really getting into the aerial shots with the drone and the cinematography, but I was a little bit quiet. You know, I wasn't saying as much as I normally was. What was happening is I was getting a little burnt out on being by myself, and although I was absorbing as much as I could of the landscape, of the scenery, it was gorgeous, there's something missing, and that's just kind of the human interaction that, you know, making memories with people, or being out there and be like, do you see those wild horses? That was freaking awesome. Doing that by yourself with the camera over and over and over. I mean, I've made hundreds of videos by myself. In a lot of my older vlogs, when I first started this journey, a lot of times I kept saying, you know, this is about meeting cool people and seeing cool places. What could sum up all of this is I really am looking for that balance. You know, I go off-roading, I'm out in the mountains by myself, doing all this cool camping stuff, whatever. And then, you know what, I meet up with one of you guys and you show me like your favorite spot in Los Angeles or whatever the case may be. I'll be in California hopefully later next week. Something I've learned about myself that is one of my strong suits is that I'm willing to change things. I'm not going to be the person who just puts up with the crap over and over and over again. And I'm not saying if you're in a tough situation then you need to get out of it. You got to go through those battles to become a stronger person. But what I'm saying is, if there's something that is in my hands that I'm able to change to make my life better, then I'm willing to do those things. At the end of the day, this adventure isn't a vacation. And it's a pretty sweet lifestyle, but it needs to be approached like that. I just have to make sure I'm enjoying it. You know what I mean? You have to make sure that you're loving the ride. Otherwise, what are you doing on the ride, you know? Just wanted to share that with you guys. Now you know where I'm coming from and what you can expect for the future of this vlog. I encourage you guys to continue to fill out the 50-state questionnaire. I'd like to be in California by early next week. The Wrangler meetup in Nevada I will be announcing soon. Most likely it's going to be in Las Vegas. Before I let you guys go, I do have a big thank you today, and that is to my newest Patreon pledge, Anthony Height II. Really appreciate the support, Anthony. Thank you so much, man. All right, everybody. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today. Well, I guess listening to me talk, but we will see you guys tomorrow.